and we moved into the area to give her a hand, and it didn't take us long to bump into them. They are just on the opposite side of the Djuma Dam, where there's a live waterhole camera. And a big thanks to Kevin for all of the updates. Kevin was watching the Djuma waterhole camera last night, and the interesting thing is he heard these lions, but I don't think he could actually see them. So again, thanks for your updates. It doesn't look like they've killed anything, Kevin. It could have been a small buffalo maybe that you heard in distress that they've caught and finished already, but I'm guessing that they actually haven't been successful, although their stomachs are quite full, but no signs of blood around their mouth. And I'm sure if they had made a successful kill, they would have come to have a small drink at the little waterhole where we would have actually been able to see them. So like I say, all 5 of the Birmingham males. My name is Scott, and I'm teamed up with VM on camera. And like I say, Jamie is out on the other vehicle. So let's show you all 5 one by one. You can see 4 in the current frame. 3 are easy to see, 1's further away. Then just down to our left here, there's another individual. This one is known as Scrapper. He's got very distinctive eyes that are quite menacing. And then the 5th male, who's the furthest one away from these 4, is in some thick bush over there. And notice that there is also another lion lying just next to him. It's a lioness though. We're not sure who she is. We haven't had a close look at her yet. But interesting stuff that one lady is trailing them, possibly mating. I'm just going to update Taxon on the radio quickly. He's just... oh no, Jamie's going to do that for me. We've got some more interesting updates that have come through from Karin, Ravi and John, and it's going to help us piece together the puzzle of what may have happened with these lions last night. And all 3 of those people mentioned that they heard buffalo that sounded like they were in distress, that they were running. And interestingly enough, just before we got here, I didn't mention to VM that it looked like a herd of buffalo had moved past that little waterhole, but in the general area there was a lot of churned up earth where their hooves would have been moving at high speed. So maybe these lions did have an attempt at trying to buffalo, but were unsuccessful, as predators most often are. It's the prey that are more successful at escaping. But these 5 boys certainly do know how to bring down buffalo. But even still, with all their size strength, it's not an easy task. Well, I'm not too sure exactly where these lions were yesterday, so I have no idea how far they may have traveled over the course of the night, but Jamie did find their tracks on the kind of north and western portion of Djuma, so maybe they came in from Buffels Hook, our northern neighbor. And I stand it, but it's been even a bit longer than that. These 5 males have been back to Djuma. So I think the whole time that I was on leave, they've been elsewhere. So aren't we lucky that they've come back? And it's important that they do come back, because they are in the process of establishing this area as their core territory. Not just Djuma, but Djuma and surroundings. But because they've been quite successful in quite a short space of time, I don't think they've strategized and been able to plan how they're going to patrol this large territory of theirs. And for them to have not been back onto the property here for 2 weeks is an example of that. Possibly kind of lack of experience being landowners. Their property will need upkeep and maintenance, and that's all relating to patrolling and making sure that no other males are infiltrating, as if they do, they may run the risk of their cubs being killed. Not that they have any cubs yet, but in the coming months I'm sure they will have a few.